Life Insurers industry body and LIC have written to the government after the GST Council exempted GST on insurance premium. Sources tell us that the industry has sought input tax credit benefit on the renewal book. Yash is here with more. Yash, what are your sources telling you? What's the demand?
Well, we saw last week the changes that were made as far as GST exemption is concerned for the life insurance and the health insurance industry. Of course, the interpretation of those GST changes was that it would increase the cost for these insurers. But what we've been given to understand is the LI Council, that is the Life Insurance Council, and the largest life insurance company, that is LIC, are expected to write to the Finance Ministry as well as CBIC, that is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, demanding two important requirements as far as the GST changes are concerned. The first demand which LI Council and LIC are expected to make is to make GST changes prospective and not retrospective. This essentially means that both those entities are expected to ask from the government that the benefit of input tax credit should at least be allowed for the policies which are currently in existence, which were written, let's say, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, which means because these policies were priced taking in the element of input tax credit, and now suddenly when the benefit goes away, it could be an incremental loss to insurance companies, and hence the demand would be that the benefit of input tax credit should continue for the retrospective policies. The second demand which LI Council and LIC are expected to make is exemption of GST on commission expenses. Of course, the government has exempted reinsurance expenses from GST, but the demand is going to be to make commission expenses also GST exempt. Both commission as well as reinsurance expenses together form about 80 to 85% of the total expenses, and the industry feels that only if commission expenses are exempted from GST, then it would be a win-win situation for the industry as well as for policyholders, where the industry won't have to take a lot of cost burden while passing on the entire GST benefit to policyholders.
Right, Yash, many thanks. And staying with GST, go to